Hey, Slawheads. Welcome to Dick's Slot Car Garage. So, hopefully, y'all have had a good week. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday. Definitely ready for Friday. Get off of work. Have a good couple day weekend. I think my wife's got some plans. So, hopefully, it's not too crazy. Need to change the oil in my car and do some stuff around the house. But anyway, talk slot cars. So, I'm pretty sure it was this past weekend. No, not this week. Was it this week? I don't know. Everything runs together. So went to Nashville, on the way to Nashville, stopped in at Memphis at Mid-South Hobbies and got some slot cars. And then Johnny Gunn on Facebook got with me, said he had some other cars for sale. He's got quite a few. So I told him a while back I'd buy some from him, and I hadn't got back with him. It's probably been about a month, and so I kind of felt bad. Told him I would, so of course I did finally. So I've got, I think, 5 or 6 cars that I got from him, but they're HO. So I got some 132 cars to show you that I got, and some HO cars. And of course, I got my jersey from Raul, which I've actually had it. It's been hanging up over here, and a lot of the times my videos are almost on a whim. It's like I should probably make a video of this, so I just start making a video. So today I was like, you know what, I need to get that jersey. I don't know if we have any more uh, jerseys, but you go to Conquest Layer. Of course, you can go get some slot car merch from there. You can pick one of my shirts or one of Boone's or Harry's, George, Marty, Shotgun Dave, MP. Who else? Of course, Raul, Conquest, and I'm missing somebody. I'm sorry. I can't remember who that is. Um, I'll get back to you. I figured it out. I don't even know how I forgot. So I really apologize, Slot Car Dude. So, but yeah, and Slot Car Dude. So anyway, jersey's nice. My oldest son, he's got the black shirt that says Slot Car Racer on it. It's really nice. I need to get one of those too. So a jersey, it fits like a jersey. It's kind of short and baggy and whatnot. I mean, looks good. It's not something I feel like I can go out and just wear. Doesn't fit me. I'm kind of tall, but my upper section is a little, stubby. Got really long legs, so it doesn't fit me right. But for the videos, perfect for that. I might actually get a one of them jersey frames and put this in there. I think it's definitely worthy of that. But anyway, let's get down here and look at some slot cars. All right, slot heads. Here we go. So these are the ones I got from um, Johnny Gunn. So this is one of the ones I first saw that I picked out, and I was like, "Yep, I gotta have that one." 300ZX. This is a old Tyco. Got some, it's like some Neo magnets in it. Pretty good looking car. Looks like at one time it was supposed to have had lights. It's got the deal for it in the body, but it was a good looking car. So it's got some silicone tires on it. That ought to go pretty good around the HO track. And then we got this one right here, which is, I'm not sure. I don't remember what this is. Looks like another Tyco, but I'm not not positive with the body that's on it. I'm not sure what's up with it. Looks like it has the clear Lexan. Looks like it's got boobs. Like somebody even put some nipples on it. Not sure what was going on there. Maybe it was a little homemade deal. I'm not sure. It also has, it came with this other body, which I'd have to get some deals to go on the side there to put these little nails in, which I dropped one. There it is. So I really like these little HO cars. So there's that one. And then these right here, he said that these were little custom cars. Nice body. They look like I don't know if these are, what are these? HOX Trass. I'm not sure where these bodies come from. They look pretty good. Little engine block in there. See the radiator. This is old AFX chassis. Pancake motor. Got silicone tires, but these are done for. They've been sitting a long time there. They're flat. Flat. New tires and stuff on there. Probably go pretty good. I'll probably have to adjust these brushes. Anyway, there's that one. Here's another one. Same body, just in white. Could probably use a good paint job, which it may. I don't know. It almost looks kind of pearly a little bit, but it's pretty white. And this is a AFX, another AFX chassis. It's got the adjustable bell on it too, which this one doesn't fit that great. I mean, you put a new axle and wheels on it like this other one here, because the tires, they rub, but it'll be all right. Little hot rods, and this is one of my favorites. This is a old G Plus car. I thought it was a freight car at first, but I don't think so. Well, freight cars, it's obviously not a freight car. It looks like it's got the same style of wheels, but freight cars are the old similar to this with no magnet. I can't even think of on the top of my head right now what those are called. The man, what are those called? They're the old T-Jet. That's what it is. I literally had to go look it up because I could not think of what that chassis was. I've got T-Jets. I got several upstairs. But anyway, this is a good looking car. I like these chassis like this. Look pretty cool. Which I haven't messed with HO. If I would have stayed into HO back when I was in high school, I'm sure I would know a whole lot more about these than what I do now. When you get out of it for many years, you come back and you feel like you're brand new again. I just have more experience with these than I do the bigger cars. But so old 280Z. It's a good looking car. I think it's one of my favorites. This one and this one I think are my favorites out of the two. And of course this one. Well, I don't know. Maybe the two Z's. 1, 2, and 3, I think. Yeah, these three right there. And then got this car, and I'm gonna nickname this car the booby car. I mean, it literally has boobies on the front of it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It's literally got two humps. They look like boobs. So maybe somebody will know what body this is on this car. Well, this looks pretty good. It's painted fairly well. I like the colors. definitely able to be seen. It's visible. So anyway, so there's those HO cars. Get these out of the way. So here's one that I picked up. The NSR Porsche 997 Super Cup. The SW Shark. So I'm pretty sure I haven't even opened these up yet. Little grub screws. I know some guys have been saying that those, I get some of the NSR cars and them not have them in there. So it's definitely a light car, which I don't have many of these, so this, I don't know if my other NSR car has this or not. Okay, so how to get my other NSR car out. So let's show you how much I don't know about all these cars. But so this 908 here, NSR 908, does not have this. So I didn't think it did. I just had to go and look. But here's my 908 white kit that I still need to do. I got a lot of, I got this car that I need to build. I've got a Scale Auto Corvette that I need to build. But anyway, so back to this car. It's a good looking car. I really like Porsches. I think they're probably one of my favorites. I'd like to own one someday. Not a new one though. I want an older one. Old Porsche. But anyway, I like the car. It's got some nice detail on the inside. Gotta make sure it's in the camera. Some of these cars, I swear, like this one right here, looks like it's been almost feel like it was used. I mean, the braids look new, but the tires, the rear tires don't look new. Neither do the fronts. Like the rears literally look like it's been ran. And they're like super squishy. Almost like they were, maybe like they were treated or something. But who knows? Not a big fan of pink, but originally when I saw this car was sitting in the very back. Had another car on top of it. I thought it was the pink pig. When I pulled it out, I was like, that's not the pink pig. But I guess I'll own one pink car. Maybe it makes me more manly. I don't know. I kind of feel like it doesn't. But why not, right? I can own this in pink. I just want to own a real one in pink. So, but anyway, here's this. So, like I was saying a second ago, I have all these other, like, this one. It's 908 that I need to paint and build and whatnot. I just, with my track, I don't want to run my car. I don't want to run any of these cars because right now, the way the track is, if it falls off, it's going to hit the floor. I don't want to hurt these cars. So, once I get the borders and stuff put on, then, and some sides put around the table so the cars won't go flying off the track, or I should say less likely to fly off the track, then we'll get into building some of these and tuning. Tuning is what I really want to get into, playing with these cars and try to make them go as fast as possible. So, but anyway, here's the Porsche. Let's go on to the next car. All right, guys. So we're going to do part of this again because here I thought that I was recording and I freaking wasn't. So anyway, let's talk to myself one more time, shall we? Here's the second car I got. This is the Fat Turbo Express Porsche 962C Le Mans 1991. It is a great looking car. All the goodies, spoiler, because of the extra spoiler, and little Allen wrench and whatnot. Really, really like this car. Now, what I want to say is, the car looks great. Now, I don't know what the real wheels, what the car looks like in real life, but, and I'm assuming that the wheels are probably pretty close, but I feel like they could have did a better job. They just look, I don't know, fake, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. They just don't seem as detailed as what the body does. It almost looks kind of out of place in a sense. But I guess once it's going around the track, you ain't going to notice. So I'm sure it's okay. But it's a good looking car. Don't get me wrong. I like it. And, it'll be fun. Fun to drive around. And the last car that I just gushed over, I don't have to gush over again, is this McLaren Elva Can-Am number 2. This car is a beautiful car. It looks freaking amazing. I mean, holy cow. The Thunder Slots, they do a really good job. It's just amazing to me that they take the real car and then they make this. I mean, it just looks so freaking good. So good. I mean, again, the wheels felt like they could have did a little more. I mean, I know it's freaking tiny, but still, maybe a little bit more for the wheels, the inserts. But this car looks great. The motor detail, the vents right here, they look like they're actual metal. It's just an amazing looking car. I know Marty was gushing over his the other night, and I was like, man, I've got one of those too, but I hadn't opened these yet. I just kind of looked at it through the box. So opening these cars was right here on camera. So now, touching it and holding it and flipping it around, it looks freaking good. And I can't wait for my track to be where I feel safe enough to drive these cars. Because right now, it flies off. It's gonna come off that table and hit the floor, and I do not want that to happen. So I have all these cars, and I haven't driven any of them. The only things I've driven is the Carrera cars that come with the track sets, because I'm too scared to run these cars, and I'm not gonna run these cars in tune or anything yet until I can safely drive them. So just a little update or non-update, I guess, for the Toyota 86. The only thing I've done is sanded it, get it ready for paint. Raul had showed me a nice graphic that I'd like to put on this car, but I don't really know how to do the graphic, because you got to put down a base coat, and then you got to mask it off, the decal. I'd like to paint it, but instead of it being a sticker or a decal, or across the pond a decal, but I'd like to paint it on there and mask it, or have it with vinyl and then peel it off and paint, peel it off and paint. I just don't really know how to do the graphic and peel and paint and make it be right. I'm not really sure. So I've been watching a lot of videos on how to do that and trying to figure that out. So there'll be a video coming up on this and painting because I got a new airbrush that I like to do a review on. And then Harry, my hot rod still needs to get to you. I have not. I need to get your address so I can mail this thing out to you because July is just around the corner. But anyway, let's get turned around here. All right, so anyway, guys, hope you liked seeing some cars I got. You know, whether it be the HO cars or the 132 cars, I like them all. I definitely feel like I'm more of the bigger car stuff in the HO, but I'm still getting stuff for HO, so I'm not leaving them out. Not gonna stop with HO. Me running that, did that video the other night about my HO layout and stuff, and running those cars on the track. I was like, man, this is fun. So, but that track is technically, you know, it's done. It's got sides on it, the cars. I mean, unless you're like really zinging, they usually stay in the layout, and so they don't go flying across the rim. Which had it happen, they have flown off. I mean, you get some of those with the neo magnets or whatever, and when they come off, they come off. But you know, slot cars in general, it's it's a crazy addiction. You know, I did that video all back about an addiction. So here we are. Christmas is when I got the HO track. I think it was about February when I think I started talking to George. February, March. I want to say probably February. And then I didn't own a single 132 slot car, only HO. And the only reason why I had HO is because, you know, my dad got me and the boys the stuff for Christmas. And so here I am, I guess about 6 months later, and I've got quite a few cars. I think, let's see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20. There's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I've got 24 slot cars with motors. Not all of them work or run, but 25. 25. Forgot I got a Pioneer sitting over there too. Camaro. And that's not counting the model cars that I bought to turn into slot cars. And that's what I had bought mainly first. I only bought a couple slot cars to begin with of 132, a blue Camaro, and then that Pioneer Camaro to take that body and turn it into a scratch built. But I was only buying stuff to do scratch building. And then the more I watched Raul and the cars he was buying, and Marty and George, because all I wanted to do was scratch build. That's it. I didn't want to do anything else. I didn't care about the other stuff. Here I am, and like trying to balance scratch build and these. Scratch building's fun, you know, and I'm building this, which is not scratch built chassis. Obviously, it's just a universal scale auto chassis with, you know, a body that I'm doing. I just really wanted to do something with this Toyota 86, and um, I had so many ideas in my head about what I wanted to do with that car on the chassis that I was like, you know what, I want to do universal for now. I want to get the car painted. I want to make it look good. I want to try to do as much detail as I can on the body, and we'll just get a good chassis to go under it. So I don't know what scratch built car I want to build next, which I may do a poll and do, you know, a couple bodies or a couple like model kits and then do a poll on YouTube and let's the viewers pick what I build next, as far as like fully scratch built chassis and whatnot. So there's that. But the addiction is crazy because I've got on the way right now from LEB is the NSR Fiat 500 Abarth, the Repsol. Um, that should be here, I think, this weekend, Saturday maybe. And then I have another NSR, my first Indy car coming. And then what else do I have? I have two more. I've already forgot what they are. Oh, the two new Carrera crossbows. Uh, so to go along with the one that's sitting right here. And I almost thought about buying the digital one because I think that livery is different than the other two analog. So if I remember right, I think it is. I almost bought it just so that I could have it. But I was like, you know what? That's money that I could be spending on a car that I can actually drive on my track, or parts, or maybe Carson wants another slot car, which he's actually been running his 143 cars on the big track. So it's funny, I bought in that track with the loops in it and whatnot, but it's so like scrunched together and it's not very long, and he's having a hard time like staying on the track, but he does a lot better on the bigger track. It's more room, it's spread out. So um, I know my dad has a couple Carrera Go pieces like straights, and I may take the loops out of his track and then just make an actual nice little layout for him so he can run around because he really likes that DTM layout. I wish he lived with me because when we start the Global Racing League, I can uh, he could race that with Braden and I. So anyway, the addiction is crazy. Oh, one other thing, one other package that I forgot. That's sitting right down here in front of me. Okay, so for my track, I had to go and get the TrackMate system. I needed it. So, we got the relay and the call button and all the stuff in here. The little controller, power supply, all the cables that we need. So that's eventually going to go on the track. But before I get that put on the track, I want my borders done, being printed. I'm telling you, that's taking a minute. I'm almost done with the 230s. So the 230s, I think it's 30 borders. It's two per piece of track. I think I've got to print 30 of them. And then I've got to do the 330s. And then I have a couple 160s. Nope, I don't think I have any 160s on this layout now. None. It's only 230s and 330s. So then I'll have to print the 330s. And so that the 30 that I'm talking about for the 230s, that is only the outside. That's not counting inside. So I may do the foam on the inside and then do the printed borders for the outside, because I'm not going to see much inside. The cars really aren't going to be on the inside. It's going to be there basically for the looks of it, mostly. In my mind, that's what I see. I mean, I don't really feel like the car is going to be on the inside sliding the opposite direction, I guess. I don't know. So I need to do that. Finish those borders. I need to get my son's printer going upstairs. And I do about 3 a night when I get home from work, and it's about three-ish hours to do one. I'll start one basically as soon as I get home before I go to bed. So I get home around 5. I'll start the next one at 8. I usually go to bed around 11 to 12. So I can usually start another one then. And then sometimes if I wake up in the middle of the night because the dogs need to go out, then I might start another one. So I might get the third or the fourth one in, depending on how things go. So, and I can only do one at a time on my bed. And yeah, so it's going slow. I need to get my son's going, like I said, because it would help. And then I have my ender that I need to be printing on, but I want to get a different print bed for it because right now I'm using glass. And so, that plastic melts in the glass, and so it turns it's smooth and shiny. It looks, looks great. But with the borders on my new printer and my son's printer that I just got him, the bed is textured. And so the texture is like almost identical to what the Carrera track is already. So I need to get a textured bed for my ender. Hopefully, if I can find a magnetic bed. But hopefully, it's a good update. I haven't really done a long video in a while. I know long videos, some people don't like them, some people do. I prefer them. I have about a 30-minute drive to work in the morning, so I can turn it on and just listen, lay the phone in my seat, watch the video that I watched that George did of his chrome Porsche, and in the background, or like his little voice still, you hear, hey, like it scared the living crap out of me on the way to work this morning. That was pretty funny. But anyway, I like the long videos. I like to just lay in bed or, like I said, on the way to work and just turn it on. You ain't nothing else better to do. If I've been here doing this, if somebody's got a long video, I'll listen to it till it's over. So either like it or you don't. I know maybe I might be hard to listen to. Some people like it, some people don't. So you can't please everybody. It is what it is. But I think I've rambled on quite enough. And so I think I'm going to end this video here. I hope y'all have a good Thursday evening. Enjoy your families. Have fun. Keep racing. Later, slawheads. Hey, real quick. Don't forget to hit that like button down there, and then the little subscribe thing over there, and turn that little bell, because I'd really appreciate it if you did. Thanks.